Fellas. Can you guys hear me? Hold on. Can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Hello. Here we go. Tradevate is down. 3, 2, 1. Yo. Every time. Okay. Welcome back to another stream, fellas. Tradevate is down. Tradevate is down. So, we do have to chill for a second. But we'll give you the call outs for the people that trade in Top Spec or something. Let's go. Look at this. Rip lower. Insane. 4-hour fair value gap. If we have another damn day with no 930 manipulation, I'm going to crash out. We have a huge gap up there. I'm not going to lie, chat. You see that beautiful fair value gap reaction down to these lows. If we have another day where 930 doesn't manipulate, we open, rip. Open, rip. If we have another day where we open and just rip, oh my gosh, this would be probably the most brutal week ever. But I don't think that's the case. You can see that we're ripping down lower very fast at 930, and I just have to trust the system and trust the bias that we're going to go take these lows, and then we can jump off of that and reverse off of that. So you can see we have sell side there. Minute opens over here. All right. Trade away at midnight open from 930 to the hourly chart. We're displacing lower, taking relative equal lows. We look at ES. That's the wrong ES. Look at ES. You can see there's a huge SMT with that. ES is a lot higher. It is in a consolidation though, which gives us a little bit of confidence today. The consolidation gives us a little bit of confidence. You can see that new day opening gap that we're going to go fill as well. I think this is manipulation. Tradevate is not working. Yeah, I know. Look. It's not logging in. Maybe, is it working on the actual Tradevate? Like, can I take a position? I'm not going to try to, but can I take a position? Does it work on the... Oh, Tradevate is not even... I can't even load Tradevate. It's not even loading. Bruh. All right, looks like we're rocking some paper for the Top Step account, boys. Not the Top Step account, for the Project X traders. Recently, this shit has been going down so much more than ever. It's insane. It's insane. Like, all of them. Is Apex down as well? We are currently performing a database backup. We anticipate being back online in a couple of minutes. Thank you for your patience. Apex is down as well. What about Tradeify? Let's check down detector. Down detector. I have a feeling Apex is like affiliated with Tradeivate, because every time Tradeivate goes down, Apex goes down, and just it's weird. Tradeify is good. Tradeify is good. Is it just me, or have these issues started within the past few months? Yeah, I know. So you can see this beautiful reaction to sell side liquidity. We have not taken it yet though. So it could be a consolidation, expansion, retracement, expansion profile. And what I mean by that is you can see consolidation, expansion, retracement, expansion. So we could have one of those profiles today, not using 930 manipulation, but using a retracement to originally the first presented fair value gap. Back to a mitigation block here. A little bit of a bigger retracement. But I really like to see this midnight open price level hit. But you can see we have a failure swing to that high that traded into that 4-hour fair value gap. So it does look very bearish to me. But I want to see a retracement to this fair value gap here. That is my go-to. Power of 3. Listen, I want to see these lows taken first. So this could be a retracement to that, then to power of 3. Accidentally entered 3 mini instead of micro on this short. Yeah, you should definitely close it though. Don't hold it. Trade view works, but it's delayed. Bruh. Let's see if we can log in again. Yeah, Apex is not letting me log in. I can't even look at my account. Nowhere's any other firm. No, that's a lie. Tradeivate. Any other firm that works with Tradeivate is not working with there. Beautiful rip up higher though. There's no fair value gap reaction, so we are not going to be looking for a entry. You can see a beautiful reaction there. Absolutely lovely. You can see a beautiful turtle soup, but one thing that I don't like is this low, and this low. So it's going to retest that. You can see we have that retracement, so if we reverse from here, that is a very good look. Is NinjaTrader down too? No, I can't even log in on Tradeivate on my trading view. Oh, I gotta go live on TikTok. Hold on, chat. Hold on. There we go. Look at that reaction. We're gonna be. I want to see that fair value gap get inverted. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. I want to invert that fair value gap. Still keep your meta? Yup. 100%. 100%. Still keeping my meta. This thing is going to the sky. This thing is going to all-time highs. Let it move its thing. Relax. But like, I'm still keeping it 100%. Bitcoin's down to 75K, chat. Okay. I don't know if you saw my TikTok, but if it goes to 50K right here, I am buying literally my whole life's worth of Bitcoin. Look at that. Okay, so it's reacting off that little fair value gap here. So it's still too early to engage into the markets. One thing I don't like is these relative equal lows, but one thing I do like is how price action is starting to reverse bullish after 930 manipulation to the downside. We are still under midnight open, but I am not going to be engaging into a long right now. I do think it's going to consolidate and then move down lower. You can see we have a 3-minute fair value gap right there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Guys, I'm live on YT. Absolutely beautiful. Silver, I have the biggest FOMO ever with silver. And the reason why is because I was going to go buy it and then I went on vacation instead. And then the silver dip happens and then I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go buy it. and then I didn't, and then I'm not doing it, and now it's ripping back up higher. Like it's up 5% right now, and the reason why is because now with this reaction, I think it's going to continue down lower, but there's FOMO that this thing will go back up, and I'm missing out on like a 50% return on my crazy investment. But I'm betting on the market for it to do this, chat. I'm betting on the market for that to happen. And if that does happen, I am buying. Literally, I'm bringing a wagon to the bank. I'm bringing a tractor to the bank, and I'm buying kilograms of silver. But you can see that we're consolidating in that bearish fair value gap with that 930 expansion profile. That's what I'm looking at right now. So I'm a little bit more neutral than bearish to bullish. I'm looking at the consolidation, expansion, retracement, expansion profile, but we could easily do the power of 3. The reason why I want to see expansion over the power of 3 is you can see we have these lows left open, and we have a 4-hour fair value gap that we traded to. But this huge wick is crazy. And it would be clean even if we still rip up higher, but I am looking for shorts. If anything, we can even find something like this, but look at that stop loss size, 66 handles, chat. That's the only valid stop loss size, and the trade would be 1.79 R. Like, it could be worth it, but I feel like we could catch a better trade later on. So I don't think it is worth it. Also, by the way, guys, if you are a content creator or you make videos, by the way, guys, I'm live on YT on YouTube. If you make videos, you need to buy this phone. I just bought this phone. Bro, this phone is insane. I've never had a better camera quality, better voice quality, better everything on a phone than the 17 Pro Max. It's insane. 10 a.m. ISM PMI. Yeah, so look at what we're having here. We have an expansion, retracement, expansion, right? And it's consolidating relatively under consequent encroachment. Give it some time, okay, chat? Just give it some time. Trade-of-it's not working for me. Yeah, I know. Trade-of-it mate. Who in the right mind decides to do a trade-of-it maintenance at 9:30 open? Can we just like talk about that? Who in the right mind decides to do that? Trade-of-it's down. Apex is recharging its system. Stay away from the markets right now. There's not enough information to be making decisions. We need to wait and let a profile play out. Yeah, but I would never trade well charts, low-key. Low-key. Guys, we're live on YT. I look Albanian. I'm not Albanian. Beautiful consolidation there, chat. Absolutely beautiful consolidation. Beauty, beauty, beauty. One second, chat. Yeah, Trade-of-it is completely down right now. Completely down. Bro, why is my dog yelling? Kaya! Stop! Easy long, thanks, Ben. I wouldn't really long right now, but if it's part of your system, go for it. If it is part of your system, go for it. I personally am not engaging into this long yet. Second. But I just want to say thank you for teaching me the patience. You teach me to grow part of trade. I hope you say, hey, brother, I appreciate it, my man. I appreciate it. Guys, we're live on YT. Benjamin S&C on YT. Can't even see where you log in on Tradeovate. Tradeovate's down. But it's also consolidating at 9:30 open, so we have time. We don't need to worry about it. It's probably going to be fixed by the time that we want to be taking a trade. I'm just tired of these Tradeovate things going down all the time, man. It's too much. It's just too much. Patience, guys. It's still in a consolidation. It's a 9:30 chop, which means it's probably waiting for that 10 a.m. news. Tell Apex to fix it, please. Bro, just because I'm wearing an Apex hat doesn't mean I can go walk into their headquarters and tell their developers to fix their fucking website. Yo, what's up, guys? Bro says, oh my gosh, as soon as I say that, someone on TikTok goes, I need you to help me get unbanned from Apex, please. Brother, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Bro. Ben, beg my fries, little bro. What's the difference between system and strategy? So a system is something that you've studied over time and you're just following the rules. Patience is absolutely everything, guys. How do you see news? Forexcalendar.com. Forex Factory. Today is Wednesday. We have PMI at 10 a.m. This is services PMI, not manufacturing. I'm very excited to see the statistics on that because PMI on Monday was so fucking bullish. So bullish. And then unemployment rate was so bearish. Like unemployment rate on Tuesday yesterday was negative 5.4%, which is oh no, that's not USD. Sorry. Fuck. That scared me for a second. Sorry, guys. False information. Benjamin hashtag false information. Anyways, that's insane for New Zealand, though. So the New Zealand dollar is negative 5.4%, which is crazy for unemployment rate. I guess I don't know why the market dipped then. I don't see any news for that on Tuesday. Anyways, but today we had a crazy Monday PMI, like 52.6 basis points or whatever it's called. When the past 3 months have been negatives, this exceeded expectations. If today we could most likely very much rip up higher like crazy at 10 a.m. But we have higher expectations because on the manufacturing PMI, the previous ones have always been negative or break even. Not always, but recently. But on where is it? On manufacturing PMI, it's majority the actual and the forecast are a lot higher and they're always met, except for on October 3rd. We also had ADP non-farm employment change, which came out negative. That was at 8:15. Didn't really do anything. It's consolidated price action. I want to see price action take these lows before a PMI. That would be the most obvious giveaway. Because like CPI, it depends on the data. Traders are a part of that unemployment. Guys, we're live on YT. Am I able to place a trade? I can't even log in. I can't even connect. Yeah, I can't even connect. Trade weight maintenance. Look at this consolidation at 9:30 though, Chad. Do not be crazy right now. Did I take any gold trades last night? Yeah, we started with an L. We were trying to hit longs the whole time, and then we finally hit it. Sir, I have a question. They're doing it on purpose? I doubt it, bro. Why would they do it on purpose? To avoid a consolidation? If anything, they're doing it to help us. Because if TradeAway was open right now, mans would be destroying their accounts in this consolidation. Guys, I'm live on YouTube. Benjamin SMC on YouTube. Just insane. I want to see these lows taken though. Oh, I have a coffee here. I didn't realize. I want to see this continue to rip down lower. Where did I stream my agent session? On TikTok. The Indigo coffee cup. Hey, it's not the greatest quality, but it has a big B on it. So here's that 10. Yep, PMI, which I think is going to be very relevant today because PMI was very relevant on Monday. So we're going to keep an eye on it. Okay, let me just tell you, like, okay, let's pull a Forex calendar here, right? I want to show you. Monday, USD 10 a.m. ISM manufacturing PMI. The actual is 52.6 basis points. Right? Recently, we've been having a lot of negatives and break evens. Helped with the markets. Today, we've recently been catching it. October, we didn't. So let's quickly go back. And this is how you use news to your advantage. Let's go back and see what it did on January 7th. Okay. On Wednesday, January 7th. First of all, let's look at what it did on Monday. At 10 a.m., what happened? We ripped up higher prior to it. When 10 a.m. came, consolidated, then ripped up higher again and continued to keep it up higher. If we go all the way to Wednesday, January 7th, right here, what has happened? 10 a.m. It rips prior to 10 a.m. Then when 10 a.m. hits, consolidates and rips up again. So far it's been bullish. October 3rd. Let's go to October 3rd. Because that was when we had a negative one. Didn't really do shit. What I'm anticipating price action is going to do, chat, is this. Rip lower, take the low, give us good numbers, rip up higher, take these highs. Back to minute open. If we don't get good numbers, then we're just going to open, rip lower. And I could actually look for a short this time because we had the expansion retracement expansion. So we do have our manipulation at 9:30. Right? But we have about 7 minutes until PMI. Dixie dropping as well. Brother, what is the conversion rate now? Is it like 1.35? Add to USD rate or USD to CAD. Oh, it's 1.37. Yeah, the dollar has not been doing too good. It recovered a little bit from it dipping down like that. Like that was crazy. But whatever. I want the dollar to be good, because to be high, because I get paid in Canada USD. So I want the dollar to be overvalued for me personally. Just helps me out with more money. Why is this guy spamming 6-7? Let's see his channel activity. Okay, I thought he was just a spammer. Trade debate's working. Yo, WWW. No, the fuck it ain't. What the fuck? Hold on. I'll open up a new chart. No, it's not, bro. You L-mans. Trade is not working. Bro. Let's see if Apex is working, though. Hold on, TikTok. I'm live on YouTube now. Let's see if Apex is working. Okay, Apex is up. Apex is up. But TradeAway is not. TradeAway is still down. Beautiful reaction so far, but it's still in a neutral consolidation, and we don't want to be touching it. I know it's leaning more to the downside, but we have to be patient, chat. We have to be patient. You cannot force anything. And right now, it's forcing. Does look very bearish to those lows, though. But there's no entry for us right here. No business us being in a trade right now. Just sit on your hands, chat. Sit on your hands and be patient. I will show you proof that patience pays. We've been patient this whole week. We didn't have our profile here that we trade off of our system. We didn't have our profile here. Okay. We trade 930 manipulation. We didn't get that Monday. We didn't get that Tuesday. And so far, we have not really been getting that today. But I will show you literally living proof that that pays off by waiting for what you study. Is TradeAway back? Yes, it's back. But it's not back with the TradeAway API, Trading View. So I can take the trade here, chat. You're just going to have to wait for me to be able to connect it on Trading View. But I can actually take the trade, which is good. Okay, now we can actually get into a trade. Key to profitability is waiting. It's waiting. You go to a grocery store hungry, you're going to eat whatever is first there. You go into dating desperate and lonely for a person, you're going to find whoever gives you attention first. You go into the markets eager to win a trade, eager to just figure something out, you're going to take the first opportunity that presents itself. You go into the dating scene knowing what you want, knowing what you deserve, and knowing what you're looking for, and you're going to find somebody that's worth it. You go to the grocery store not hungry, knowing what you want, knowing your weight loss goal, knowing what you want to eat, you're going to get the ingredients to do that, cook it, and eat it. Going into the markets, knowing what you want, knowing what you would need to look for, and knowing what you deserve to take, you're only going to take that, and you're going to catch a winning trade. And if it doesn't win, you're going to have the confidence to be able to walk away from the markets and wait for the next one. But it's only when you put yourself in situations that make you vulnerable, that is when you blow accounts. Look at this 4-hour reaction here, chat. Now we can look for some IO Fed. Something like this. There's no fair value gap fill for me, chat. So it's like we don't have an entry. Okay, there's a 2-minute fair value gap fill there, but I was still in consolidation. If anything, it's taking this low now, so we can chill. But my only worry is I do think it's going to continue down lower because it was an expansion, retracement expansion. One thing I am looking at is that huge gap up there that we have failed to refill twice. Leaving that open is a little bit iffy. So it's all about looking at the reaction after taking this low. But still, got to be patient. It's not aligning with our trade. TradeAway is not down anymore. By the way, guys, I'm live on YouTube. Yeah, shut up, apples. Bro, how does this guy actually... Okay, chat, we have a scammer in the chat, like a bot. He says right now Bybit official exchanger has a bug. It changes Bitcoin to Ethereum with almost 10x rate, fully automatic. Posted a video. I have 10-minute subscriber minimum. This guy subscribed to me for 10 minutes. TradeView working with TradingView. Guys, once we break out of this daily range, we're going for max allocation world record payout with Apex. And we're about to do it. Just not yet. It's not right time. I'm going to be the first one to get him over $1 million payout on Apex, all on live stream. And I will change the trading space, I'm telling you guys. He's telling the truth. I believe him. Okay. Asian session, we started off rough, but then we made a nice win back, so we're chilling. Careful, CJ. You're pushing Camelot's limit. Camelot is sitting there secretly with the sniper. Camelot, make your presence known. How much were you up on January? I took my payout in January. Yep, there's... See? He made himself known and timed him out for 10 seconds. W Camelot. Camelot's in chat. Okay, you can see that this low was taken. Now it does look like it wants to continue down lower with that 4-hour fair value gap reaction. So what we have to do to be able to engage into, because we can engage into shorts today because we had the expansion profile. We can engage into shorts and it's not too late. But what we have to do is find our target. So right now, this is my target here now. And because we're already a lot lower, it is going to be cut risk, sadly. Now we need to see the reaction off of this low on if we are going to continue down lower or if we're going to rip back up higher. So far, it looks like no sign of reversing. I'm trading MNQ, but I'm live on YouTube doing it. My man's lurking in the shadows, literally. Patience is the key to absolutely everything, guys. You don't have patience, you don't have nothing. Just to let you guys know, that Apex sale does end tonight at 11:59 p.m. So 90% off is going to be over tonight. You can use code BEN. You know what's funny, bro? One of the firms that I talked to try to get deals and asked to be an affiliate, I was like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, just send us your trading track record. I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. Okay, I did anyways, but I was like, why the fuck do you need my trading track record to be an affiliate? Are you that like, damn, they're that strict, which honestly looks good for them. I'm not gonna say the firm though. You'll just find out because I'll get the codes in. Patience, guys. Look at that reaction right there. We just took the low and now we're rejecting. Maybe we get a turtle soupy. Turtle soupy? Are we gonna get a soupy? Chat. We're gonna get a little turtle soup. I'm not taking this short right now. Straight into a 4-hour fair value gap. Oh, the fuck we didn't. Oh, well, this one, yeah. Which is a really nice fair value gap. Look at it. Rejects here, rejects there, rejects there. It would make a lot of sense, but what's catching my eye is we have this old new day opening gap, right? From October. No, new week opening gap. No, it's not touching it. See if we have any new week opening gaps here. That we're in. There's a new day opening gap here. 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 No, we're not in a new day opening gap here, but we are in that 4-hour fair value gap. Well, let's pay attention to this because it looks like it wants to continue down lower to this low. And I could exchange, I could get into a short here if it breaks this right here. This will be the short, chat. It's still a massive trade, so I am going to be cutting risk a little bit more. But I want to see longs here, chat, low key. I don't really want to be seeing shorts. It matches more to my long than it does to my short. And I know it sounds crazy to long like this, but I do think that this is the low. It took the low, trades into that 4-hour fair value gap again, right? It has SMT with ES. It left midnight open there, right? Consolidation, expansion, consolidation, manipulation, distribution. It looks like a power of 3. It does look like a power of 3, and I will take a long here, chat, but we need a better reaction. Trying to send me a bit on Discord. I don't see your message. Come on. Look at that reaction right there, chat. Oh my gosh. Take this inversion fair value gap trade. 79 handles, chat. The volume on this is insane. But I mean, we'll take it, you know? Take it. Even put it there. Consequential correction of the wick just to make it a little bit less iffy here. Calculation. Stop loss high 66. I'm not taking the trade yet though. It looks bearish. It'd be 3 micro contracts. That's how big the stop loss size is. But I want to see that inversion filled. Right now it looks like it's just gonna trade back down lower. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna trade lower. Looks like the draw is a little bit lower here, chat. We have 10 a.m. Oh, I didn't even see the 10 a.m. news. What is the news that came out? This will help us with an edge here. Wednesday. It's 53.8, so it was met. Expectation, it was met. So the forecast was 53.5. Previous was 54.4. And the actual was 53.8, so it's a neutral PMI. Which could be a little bit bullish. Neutral PMI, but we have that government shutdown in play, a partial government shutdown, which causes bearishness. Neutral PMI, which doesn't cause bullishness. So basically what we're looking at right here is if we have a scale, right? Let's just say this is a scale. We have the partial government shutdown here weighing it. And then right now, because we didn't have bullish PMI, a little bit of a smaller. We didn't have bearish PMI, but the weight here is leaning a little bit more bearish than bullish. But that isn't, the markets don't move off of that alone. The government's back up. When? When was that? What time yesterday? Well, never mind. But what I was saying was the market doesn't move on that alone, but couple that with your analysis, couple that with what market takes, and then it could give you an edge. Right now, I said I was leaning more bullish than bearish just because of the current profile. It looks like power of 3. We trade down lower into a discount, take discounted lows, trade to a 4-hour fair value gap. We are in a consolidation where price action tends to reverse at this level. And it's looking beautiful here. We have a nice fair value gap fill that we can catch as well. Look at that fair value gap. That is a trade and a half. That is what I'm looking at. Five contracts. This is what I'm looking at. So I'm going to get the quadrants of this fair value gap that broke structure to the upside. Draw it out like that. We'll see how it reacts. Guys, I'm live on YT, by the way. If you want to see my charts, search me up, Benjamin_SMC. So what I'm going to be doing actually is going to wait for the reaction there. So I actually need to calculate my stop loss differently. 60. So that would be 3 contracts. There might be a breakaway gap there, chat. Once again, we don't have a turtle soup. We have a turtle soup on that 15-minute chart, which looks beautiful, but I'm not taking a 15-minute swing because I'm anticipating to get out of the trade earlier. But I'll use that based to my logic. So listen, we missed the entry here. It's not getting a fill there. It's a breakaway. We missed the turtle soup. So what is our next profile? Institutional order flow entry drill. So now we're looking for a little fair value gap to form in this range, trade into it, and then push up higher. So I want to see fair value gap fill here. If anything, that'll give us a better trade because we could have a smaller stop loss. Five seconds for this candle to close, chat. Fair value gap here. It's getting converted. I'm looking at that fair value gap. Let's see if we have anything else. 2 minute, 3 minute, no. I guess we can go down to that one. Is that a discounted PD array with the wick though? No, it's not. Premium PD array. The premium PD array, chat. Suit the 2008 low. Look at that reaction there. I'm not long yet, chat, but I'm waiting for a reaction. Look at that beautiful. Look at that beauty right there. Oh my. By the way, it's 3 contracts. Come on. I know it's in that inversion fair value gap, and I know it looks beautiful, but like, this looks so bullish from that 15-minute reaction. Trade to that fair value gap, soup up higher. We're in a long. We could very much close to get into a trade. Help me, please. How many points should I risk per trade? I mean, should I risk the same amount of money every day for risk management, or should I gotta change it depending on the day? You gotta change it depending on the day. You should be watching my videos, brother. Think about this. If one day is less probability to win than the other, why would you risk the same amount of money on that lower probability? No fair value gap fill. Even if we get a breakaway, guys, I'm not worried because we'll catch institutional order flow entry drill because midnight open would be my target, but it's not the reversal point. I do think it's going up to these highs, so we still have more to take. It's just I want to catch relatively that long under 50% here. No fair value gap fill yet, so we still got to be patient, chat. You know, Dodgy took this inversion play, but just got to be patient. Romario, you don't need to type in all caps, brother. It's not an emergency. Yes, because of risk management. That's what risk management is. The best probability today is the day that fits your narrative the most. Coupled with like not pre-NFP, pre-FOMC. You know? Still not enough information for me to engage into a long, but we are very close, chat. There we go. Look at that right there. Come on, fill that. Fill that, baby. Fill it, push up higher, in a long. Aw, you dick. Don't you dare. Let's see if it got filled on IQ. No, it didn't. No, it did not. It's in a 3-minute fair value gap, though. I can take the trade. Oh, I missed it. That's actually, no, I didn't. I still have risk. I'm going to get into a long here, chat.
Order filled.
All right, 3-minute fair value gap reaction, as you can see there. Quick thinking, sharp thinking, adapted thinking, right? But the reason why I could still take it is you can see from our fill price, our risk management was calculated for 60, right? So we can still put our stop loss at the low it formed and still be under our risk management. So technically I'm risking under what I'm supposed to. So it should leave that fair value gap as a breakaway, and it should trade to that 3-minute and push up higher. Exactly what it did here. That way it leaves this open for traders to not get into their position. It leaves it open because it's bullish. Ideally, I would want to see that. Hold on, chat. Hold on. My stop is here. Hold on. I risked $400 on the trade right there. I need to open up Trade and put my stop loss though. Because if I have another day where it rips like crazy, I'm going to be pissed. Second. Hold on. Please let me place my stop loss in time. Where's my stop? There. So I did cut risk by a little bit on this trade, chat, just because we already moved a lot in the day. It did end up trading to that 1 minute fair value gap, but barely. But I like the 3 minute reaction better. So we didn't have the best fill, but we're in the trade and we have the right stop loss. So that's what matters. I went off that 3 minute fair value gap reaction. I didn't anticipate to go down there. Why did I go off that 3 minute sharp? Like, I did it fast. Like, I quickly adapted to the markets. Now, yes, I was technically wrong because it did go to the 1 minute. Why did I do that? Because I saw fair value gap. But what did I also see in that fair value gap? Chat, try to guess. What did I see in this 3 minute chart other than this fair value gap and the reason why I got into the trade right away? Try to guess. I saw it go up. SMT, BPR, version, change the delivery. Nope. Wix, nope. Respect to CE, nope. I mean, it did do that, and it did start pushing up. Those are all valid things you're saying, but that's not what caught my eye. This fair value gap is coupled with this volume imbalance. A lot of the times when price action retraces back into a range, it will go to fill a volume imbalance. Now, when it's coupled with a fair value gap and then leaves a breakaway gap below the volume balance, a lot of the times if price action is very bullish, it's not filling that 1 minute fair value gap. So the fact that it did fill that 1 minute fair value gap, I'm not loving it. But that volume imbalance is what caught my attention. The fact it was coupled, the fact it was traded to and then pushed up and closed up higher showed me like, yeah, we're going to chill. But we're consolidating, which I don't love. We should be bouncing off this volume bounce many times. Touch it, bounce. Touch it, bounce. And this should be first stage accumulation. We should rip up higher. But today for AM session, we have 2 trades of capital. Because I identified cut risk, I'm not doing 3 trades of capital. We're doing 2 cut risk trades of capital for AM session. So if we lose this, I have 1 more cut risk trade to get into. If not, then I walk away, come back PM session. Popped? What did I say? Why are you saying pause? What did I say? What did I say? I'm scared. Why are people saying pause? I have on YT, guys. That's not a good reaction at all. Oh my gosh, it almost touched my stop. No, it didn't. Should be bouncing off right now, right? It should bounce off. If it bodies past this volume balance, it's not good. Continue to bounce off of it. Right? This should invert bullish, this candle, before the body close. Basically make or break on this candle. If it bounces off of it, then we're chilling. But I'm factoring, what I'm doing with my stop loss is I'm putting at the low here. It shouldn't go below consequent encroachment of this fair value gap if it's going to be bullish. See? Trade into that fair value gap, respect consequent encroachment, trade to the volume balance. Let's see it. Come on, body above it. Beautiful body. This candle should push us up higher. Now, what I'm talking about when I'm speaking like this, guys, is I'm not talking on what should happen like now. Like sometimes price action can lose and it will lose. But what I'm saying is when I say price action should do this is if we're bullish, if this trade is correct, price action should do this. See how it ripped up higher there? The fact that it's trained back down lower, not good. What should happen if we're going to be bullish is it should rip up and stay there. See, that's not a good reaction. But if we get stopped out here, I'm not going to look for a re-entry because of that reaction. Move it a tick lower because of that reaction. Still under our risk management, which is really good. This is Trade of 8, brother. Trade of 8's back. It's not paper. Once again, we literally got saved there, but the logic is still there, right? The logic is still there with this trade because we got that body above the volume of balance. So like I said, price action should continue to respect this volume balance if it's going to rip up higher from this consolidation. Horrible reaction, yeah. I don't personally have the craziest faith in this trade, but I'm going to hold into it just because it's part of my model, part of my system. I'm not going to close prematurely. We can always catch a re-entry. And the bodies are still respecting that volume balance. I know it's having crazy wicks, but I'm not going to close it because the bodies are still respecting that volume balance there. Look at the look. First of all, 5 minute. No. Look at that volume balance on the 3 minute. Look how it's still respecting it. Look at it. It's respecting it on the 1 minute too. We have 12 seconds to see this candle close up here. Yep. Let's see this candle rip up higher in 5 seconds. It shouldn't close below that volume balance. 3, 2, 1. Oof, terrible close. Terrible close. We have 1 minute till that 3 minute. Once again, it should rip up higher off that volume balance. It should not touch it. It's respecting consequent encroachment of the 1 minute fair value gap, yes, but it really realistically shouldn't even be trading into that. If we're very bullish, chat, it should have went like this, down to the volume balance, and up right away. The fact that it's consolidating and it reached into a discount of that means that it didn't take enough liquidity. Means that it doesn't have enough speed and momentum for low resistance liquidity run. But like I said, it all matters with that 3 minute chart. And what we have right now is that 3 minute is closing above the volume imbalance, like we said. The volume imbalance is being respected with that 3 minute. Let's not speak too soon, but we have a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't want to see a wick like that. Okay. Again, touches that volume balance, but the fact that it's consolidating, it's not ripping up higher after bouncing off that volume bounce so many times, to me, does not look like high probability. It doesn't look great. Now, I'm not going to close because the trade is still using valid logic to continue up higher, but I'm not having the expectation anymore for it to completely rip like crazy. But I'm not closing, A, because it's still using the logic of the trade. B, if I do close prematurely while it's still making sense to hold into the trade, I'm going against my model. But it is reacting to that fair value gap, and look how many times it bodied above that volume imbalance. Look how it has yet to body inside of it with that 3 minute. What do we have on the regular trading hour gap? A massive new opening range gap here. Relative equal highs as well. What do we have at the top of the opening range gap? Midnight open. We have a lot of reasons to be bullish here, chat. A lot of reasons. Okay. You can see 3 minute fair value or 1 minute fair value gap consolidation, tracement expansion. We shouldn't go back down to that low. And I'd be very surprised if we do. If we do, it's probably really low probability. It's probably just going to rip down to the floor again. Like, that is such a weird reaction. The way the market's been moving this morning is weird. You see, 9:30 opens, retraces, consolidates, rips down lower again. Retraces, consolidates, rips up, rips down. Like, it's weird price action today. That's why I identified it. When I saw price action consolidate like this, I identified that it is lower probability already. So I chose to cut my risk. I chose to risk less because I identified that this could most likely happen, and look what's happening. So now if I lose this trade, I can easily walk away because I'm not putting myself in an emotional position because I know that I already cut risk. So in my mind, for me to control my emotions, what I'm looking at right now is, let's say I full risked into this trade and then I won a little bit back. That's what I'm looking at like right now. If I lose this trade, I technically lost a trade first and then won a little bit because I cut risk. I already won a part of this trade because I identified the right thing to do, and that's cut risk. It's still respecting that volume imbalance, so do not close your trade unless you want to go against your model. But I'm being straight up with you guys. You're probably going to miss out on a winning trade if you close your trade before that volume imbalance gets disrespected. So don't be closing your trade before that volume balance gets bodied past. Volume balance is a very big key factor in this trade right now. Guys, I'm live on YT. Volume balance is when a candle opens like this, and then the next candle, instead of opening like this, instead of doing that, it opens and creates a gap. That gap from there to there, the volume imbalance. Look at that reaction right there. Look at the body above that high. If our stop loss was here, I would now drag it to here. I will also add more positions into this trade on this fair value gap if we respect consequent encroachment. A plus setup, LP price action. Yep. Listen, I will never take an entry if it's not A plus, but I will take an entry if it's an A plus entry in a C plus profile. I'll just cut risk, and that's exactly what I did. Proof stop loss shouldn't be just a number. Exactly, bro. I'm in love with this phone. I'm sorry. It's so odd, but the color, the way it's shaped, everything, I'm in awe with this phone. I'm not even kidding. I've never felt better purchasing a phone in my life. Like, this is my favorite phone. I don't know what it is. It's perfect. If you're getting a new phone, guys, get the iPhone 17 Pro Max in orange. It's so cool. Oh, trade into the fair value gap. I'm going to add a position here. Just one micro.
Order filled.
So now our risk is $500 on this trade. I'm actually can drag my stop loss here to that. It's still below that volume imbalance, right, chat? But with the way the profile has been going, I'm not going to do that until we take this high. Is there a code, Ben, for checkout at 17? No, I actually don't know. Like, I don't know if it's my ADHD or something, but I literally have like some emotional connection to this phone. Like, it's just so cool. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't know. It's my ADHD. All right, getting my stop loss here. I'm gonna drag it to this low form. So we technically saved the money that we added into this position. All right, we have a good reaction off that fair value gap. I don't want to see it retested though. We doubled into this trade. TP is going to be midnight open. We're going to partial as soon as it trades into that opening range gap though. That's not a good reaction there. Not a good reaction at all. I have it as well, bro. It's literally my, like, it's so cool. But yeah, just to let you guys know that the Apex 90% off sale does end tonight. Oh, don't miss out on that. We're back in that fair value gap, which is not a good reaction, chat. Really is not, but it can still, based off the price action that we've been in recently today, it's expected that it could still win. This trade could still easily win with that reaction. Tap the top of that OP. So I'm not closing prematurely. It's lower probability. Expect high resistance liquidity run. Guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button, by the way. Yeah, let's mark out the OP. Popped out plus $900. Nice. Patience is absolutely everything, guys. Patience is everything. Just sit. It's in that order block, respecting mean threshold. Just sit on your hands. Could even revisit that volume imbalance, chat. Could revisit that volume imbalance. Maybe it's married to that volume imbalance. Nah, guys, relax. Stay on your hands. Don't force. Don't try to figure out why something's happening. Just put your stop loss, put your TP, and sit back. Let's go, Edwin. Just relax, guys. Okay, just breathe. You're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Relax. Have you seen that video of that guy who sounded like Dracula arguing with his girlfriend on the water, like at the dock? He's like, "Why you talk about me? You're rude to me." I gotta show you what I'm talking about. Dracula arguing with girlfriend. Hold on. Hold on. You treat me like shit. This is so funny, bro. Chat. Oh wow, this trade is really shit in the bed right now. Look. Look.
You always do like this, and you always
I'm gonna be like this when you treat me like shit!
You treat me like shit! You always
Bro, tell me you haven't seen that. You treat me like shit. Yeah, this is such terrible price action though, chat. I'm so glad I cut risk. I'm so glad I've been cutting risk recently. This is just not it, bro. Bro, no shot. No shot. It re-references the volume balance again. I'm gonna get rid of every drawing I have on this chart and just put that damn volume balance. Yo, no shot, chat. No shot. Bro. You treat me like shit. Can't react to that volume imbalance. Right logic, terrible price action, chat. Logic is right, price action is terrible. But we cut risk, so we made the right decision. If it bounces off of this again, I'll give away 5 funded accounts. Uh-oh, I shouldn't have said that, shouldn't I? Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. Watch it rip up here in 2 seconds. 500 accounts. If it bounces up, all that volume bounce again. Nah.
Stop filled.
All right, 1L. 1L. Price action so dookie, yeah. Hey, listen. We did the right thing by calculating risk, and that is okay. We manage risk, and we make the right decision. I'm going to wait a little bit, chat. I'm going to wait a little bit because I'm not done. I don't think that we should be out of the trading space right now. For the AM session, I do think there's more. Let me just move this and make it a little bit cleaner. We have this target up here that we want to look at. You can see that we took that high, stupid again. We don't really have any inefficiency that it traded to. It could be bouncing in this 4-hour fair value gap, right? It could consolidate there a little bit. Like you look previously at that 4-hour and it just chopped in that 4-hour fair value gap, then reversed. And that could be the reality of it, but we're going to wait. How do you decide when to cut risk? When I see price action not moving in a low resistance liquidity run, or in a way where it's not really strong in a bias in a target. Ben, you got to be the biggest capper I've low-key seen. Bad price action. What? Bro says I'm a capper and then agrees with me. Motherfucker contradict himself. Motherfucker contradicted himself in the next comment. Cool, thank you. I got stop hunt, then it reversed. Ben charts aren't bearish. What made you think this exactly? Model, brother. Model. You're short NQ, nice, brother. Still made $387 from that trade, nice. Even if you fall, even if you were bearish, it's still bad price action. Like, what are you talking about? Look, rip, chop, rip, rebalance, chop, rip up. Like, what are you talking about, bro? There's no low resistance liquidity run in either direction. Agreed, bad price action. Listen, if your model is different, then maybe it's good price action for you. If you try to be right every day, you are not a profitable trader. That's what I'm gonna say. Y'all need to copy trade me. I made another 1K split 5 accounts. Split 5 accounts on market open because I actually know how to trade, and it pisses me off that some people are copy trading this, bro. Guys, Kizzy919 comes into my chat and says we need to copy trade him instead of live streaming himself. Okay, Kizzy. Whatever floats your boat, buddy. Whatever floats bro's boat. He must not know. He must not know, chat. He must not know the 215K payout we took at the in January. Ugh. Patience, guys. Patience. Let me just ask you this, Kizzy. If you're such a good trader, and you're making consistent results, why don't you treat yourself? Why don't you treat yourself? And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, where are your 500K payouts? If you're such a consistent trader, which means you can scale up and be consistent with those profits, why don't you have 6-figure payouts? Why don't you treat yourself to a better car? Your life can be simple and still drive like a more reliable car, because if anything, more reliable cars are safer. You're not putting your life at risk. Like, people say that A to B logic, like, cool, like I'm actually one of those guys. I don't really need a crazy car. But if you're gonna drive a car from point A to point B and you are very successful and you make a lot of money, you're going to buy something that is safe. You're gonna buy a Honda CR-V, a new one. You don't need anything crazy, but you want something that is safe, that won't break down on you or have any risk of breaking down on you on the highway. See how we're ripping back up higher at that 4-hour fair value gap? I think it's gonna consolidate a bit here. Only idiots buy expensive cars. I'm not saying buy an expensive car, but I'm saying don't buy a car that will break down on you on the highway going 100 miles an hour. And that's not true. A lot of smart people I know buy expensive cars. Like, you use that logic when you think, okay, I'm making 10K a month. I'm not going to buy a car that my payment's 2K a month on, right? Now imagine you're paying, okay, let me put this in perspective. If you make 3K a month, $90 a month is 3% of your income. If you're making 100K a month, 3K a month is 3% of your income. Your perspective on cars kind of change when you make 100K a month. Sorry. No shot, bro. Just said that. Bro said I have an M3. All right, gang. So every rich people is idiot because they have expensive cars. Literally, that's the logic I just showed them. Like, just because you buy expensive things doesn't make you an idiot. If you can't afford it and you do that, then yeah, you're an idiot. Price action is crazy. Yeah, no, it's dookie. Price action is dookie right now. It has no sense of direction to the upside or the downside. Trump tweeted one bullish thing a minute ago. What did he tweet? Worst price action you ever seen in your life? No. I've seen worse price action. We look like we could get another entry up long here, chat. It did soup that low one more time, but it does look very bullish still. Look at that reaction there. That's still such a big stop loss, man. Like, I mean, I'll go for it, but like, still, like, I'm barely getting return here. Like 2 contracts, bro. China news? What about China? Yeah, December's price action was terrible. December's price action was so bad. I'm going to buy in here, chat. All right, last trade of the session. Again, cut risk. I'm not going to go for 3 trades today, just 2. I'm low because the price action is not the greatest. I am not going to put myself at capital. I'm going to follow more strict risk management today. Apex code to get extended? I don't think so. I got no notification on it. If it takes this low, we are in a heavy consolidation. We're coming back PM session. So that's why I'm saying that this is the last trade I'm taking. That start off execution still looks ugly. We check ES for a second. Still got SMT on those lows there. Silver's down to 2.8% today. Wow. It was up like what, 7% at one point. Ooh, that looks bearish, chat. We might get a big rip. We low-key might get a big rip. Guys, one thing that you can learn from watching my trading is I will not always be right. I will not always find an edge in the markets. But one thing I will always do is follow the same model. Sometimes that model will not perform. Probabilities are lower. The market sucks. Sometimes that model will perform. Sometimes I'll look like this is the best model in the world. Sometimes it'll look like the model is shit and I shouldn't be trading it. Because when one person's model works, the other person's doesn't. But what matters is your consistency. I didn't get hundreds of thousands of dollars in profits by changing my model every time it didn't work. It's by sticking to what statistically repeats itself over time, consistently long term. So when you are taking a trade, you need to get a check mark. I have one in my head. If you don't like doing that, you can use it. My camera's about to die. On your, you can use it on a piece of paper and be like, okay, it does have a fair value gap reaction. Yes. Did I study that? Yes. Have I studied this? Did it do that? Have I studied this? What are the statistics of each move that I'm taking right now? What are the statistics of me winning this trade? If it's 70-30 and I lose the trade, that going into that loss, I will know that that's only 30% of the time going to happen, and 70% of the time I'm going to win this trade. So that lets me be able to lose many times and still move on and look for another entry. Damn, Kizzy, you're still in this trade. I mean, in this stream. You've been watching my stream for like an hour and a half. What's my winning percentage? for February, which just started, not the craziest. But my average win rate for this model is around like 68%. Pushing 70, 68, 70. It changes depending on the day. Like right now, it'd probably be 68 because I haven't had the greatest win rate with this month. But like obviously some things kind of change. And that's with the 2 years. Six, 7%. Okay, brother. Guys, my camera's at 1%, and I don't have another one. I really hope it doesn't die, and I hope we're chilling. Guys, we're live on YT. Benjamin S. YT. Gold looks good for longs. I wouldn't touch metals right now. But this is a really ugly price action, chat. Even if you're short right now, you're not doing good. So the fact that the winner of today is the person that manages their risk. Okay. The winner of today is the person that manages their risk. Because even if you like, let's say you took a short here, you're losing. Let's say you took a long here, you're losing. Let's say you took a short here, you're losing. The winner of today is somebody that doesn't blow their account. These are one of the days that just go and snipe you out. Snipe you out.
Stop filled.
Yeah, I'm going to get off for the AM session. We'll be back in PM session, guys. We are still in great risk management. Let's see. Lovely. Under $1,000. Put the helmet on. Hello, bro. This price action is falling. Lovely chat. Great trading today. Didn't get what we wanted to, but we follow our risk management. Let's look at the regular trading hour guide. Going into PM session, what am I going to look for? You can see we have these relative equal highs. You can see we take these relative equal lows and we're consolidating in that 4-hour fair value gap. You can see that price action has slowed down. So if we do not rip to this low going into PM session, I will be targeting this opening range gap with a midnight open here and these relative equal highs as well. Going into PM session, I want to see price action consolidate a little bit, then rip up higher to these highs. But if we just rip through the floor here, I probably will let go of that bullish bias, looking to go back up to midnight open. But it does look like it, to me, it wants to rip up to the highs. But I'm going to disengage from trying to catch along right now. If it rips up higher, then it rips up higher. But again, this is my target. This is where I'm looking at. You can obviously see that there's crazy inefficiencies here. There's rejection. There's inefficiency right here. We have clean, not clean, but like very rough, rigged price action accumulating orders, and we have smooth open liquidity right there. So that is what's targeting my eyes going into PM session. Going into PM session. Hey Kizzy, if you think you're such a better trader than me, then live stream yourself, my man. But the fact that you're just in my stream trying to tell someone what to do, and you're consistently saying, hey, you guys should copy trade me, just means you're not a better trader. Because if you were a better trader, then you would be live streaming and all these viewers would be watching you. This ain't even my PC, it's my bros. Then go on your PC and do it. Guys, I think this just has to explain it all. So don't worry. Don't worry, gang. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the PM session, 1:10 p.m. Eastern time. Do not miss out. We will make a banger back, and I will show you in live that risk management and what is it called? Psychology is more important than anything else. I wouldn't pay him any mind. Yeah, no, I don't. I'm just answering him because he wants to be answered. I'm feeding into him. I don't need money from courses. Yeah, well, I don't sell any courses, brother. So, but you just embarrassed yourself. See you at PM, gang. Let's go in prayer and chill. Yep. Have a good day. Yep. Chat, we're going to finish in prayer. We'll be back 1:10 p.m. or 1:10 p.m. Eastern time. 1:10 p.m. Eastern time. We actually survived with the camera battery. How much was I earning with my 9 to 5? Like $3K a month. Literally nothing crazy. All right, chat. Let's finish. Pause. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for another amazing day and opportunity, Lord. Please be with us, protect us, and forgive us for our sins, and help us grow closer with you with everything that we do, Lord. And just glory and praise be to your name. In Jesus Christ's holy, amazing name we pray. Amen. All right, chat. He set himself up with that one. Yeah. I'll see you guys 1:10 p.m. Eastern time. Stay consistent. Stay away from the markets right now. It's very ugly. This whole week has been ugly. This whole week has been ugly. But patience is everything. I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Take care. God bless you all. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.